man. Because if you guys said that, well, there's a name that's greater than any name. Most High exalted his name. It ain't talking about the actual name, the phonetic way of saying the name. It's talking about his position. Because like I said, you guys are still waiting for the name. Well, then how you going to deal with Romans, the 10th chapter? How you going to deal with Acts, the 4th chapter and the 12th verse? How you going to deal with a number of scriptures where the scriptures say we supposed to know his name? But we didn't get it yet. The Lord didn't give it to us yet.
Yeah, it's just like you'll have like a particular war or even a football team or baseball team, and the team will play together, but there's one particular guy that stands out above all of them. They call him the MVP, or they'll call him, they'll give him an award, for leading, that particular battle.
You got wars that are numbered. You have the Punic War. I believe you had 3 Punic Wars. So you have to distinguish the first Punic War from the other 2. Or you had the Syrian Wars, which was the wars between the Ptolemaic dynasty against the Seleucid dynasty. But I believe there were 5 or 6 Syrian war. Historians call them Syrian wars. So when you speak about a Syrian war, you have to say, well, which Syrian war are you talking about? Are you talking about the first one? It has the same name.
Roman Jewish war.
Right, you had the Roman Jewish wars, and you had what, three of them, I believe. The Catos Wars, which was a Roman Jewish war. Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah, I got a precept. This is Colossians 1:16. For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether it be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
Right, and anybody else that has that particular name, Jesus or Yahweh Shai, can't claim those things. So his name stands above everybody else's name.
And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, which means he's above every other Israelite.
So you got to distinguish his name from other names.
Yeah, and his deeds prove that. Another thing connected with your name is your deeds. Like in the olden days, they'd have like Ivan the Terrible.
Yeah, which Ivan are you talking about?
Yeah, which Ivan are you talking
about? His son?
Yeah, Khan, Kubla Khan. Person's deeds would be associated with their name.
Like you had a line of the Seleucids and Antiochus.
Yep.
There was many different Antiochus.
Herod the Great.
Right, Herod.
Why was he great? Because of his deeds, what he did. In his building architectures.
It distinguished him. They distinguished that particular person above everybody else that had that particular name.
Or a place could be connected with someone's name, like Simon of Cyrene, or Cyrene. He was from Cyrene. He's called Simon of Cyrene. So, there's a lot to just, obviously they don't understand the term name.
Elder Gabar, which is different than Simon Bar Jonah.
Yeah, Simon Bar, which is son of Jonah. They probably don't even know that. A lot of these Israelite groups that dress like they're from the Earth, Wind, and Fire, a lot of them, you say, what does the word Simon Bar Jonah mean? They wouldn't even know how to break that down. They just
bar is Aramaic for son of.
For son of. They just look the part.
Yeah, said now what these clowns did when they were going up against Thug, they were laughing and snickling, right? And then they brought out certain scriptures, and And one of the scriptures that they brought out was Jeremiah 23 and 30. And even Harad Gadya, that idiot, when he went to Texas, he called himself cutting them guys with this scripture because he asked them about the 12 tribes sign. Where'd you get that from? And then he said, did you stole it from Ariah? Bunch of you damn idiot. It says, therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, Yahweh, that steal my words, every one from his neighbor. So you guys break it down and say, well, you saw one guy breaking it down in scripture one way and you stole it. It ain't talking about you bunch of ignoramuses. That means that the Most High gave the prophet the word, and he's supposed to go out to his neighbor to teach it, bring out the prophecy. Not there's a parable about putting the your talent in a napkin, or that piece of money in a napkin. Well, it's the same thing. The Most High gave you prophecies to break down to the people, and you're not supposed to hide it. You're supposed to give it out to the people. If you don't give it out to the people, then you're stealing, like Yeshaya. Yeshaya stole. He got the knowledge, and he went so far, then he stopped teaching. All of a sudden, he's trying to make a comeback. Oh, Johanna, Nate, Baloo, all of them, man. Because the Most High said go out in the wintertime, man. So you're stealing it from them in the wintertime, but you're not even teaching it to them because you're not even breaking down all the scriptures, man. So here these crackpots from the comfy crew reading that scripture talking about you stealing the word. It ain't talking about that, dumbass.
Yeah, that's right. I got a precept. Now this is a Psalm of David. This it says, Psalm 22 and 22. I will declare thy name unto my brethren in the midst.
How you going to declare the name if you don't know it? If we're still waiting for it.
Yeah, how can now in Isaiah 55 and 11 the Lord said, all his words shall be fulfilled. It shall not return unto him void. So by you saying that we don't have the name, then I guess the scripture is void then. Psalm 22 and 22. It says, I will declare thy name unto my brethren. And really this is the spirit of Yahushua speaking through David. So you better believe Yahushua has revealed his name unto us. If we be ambassadors of Yahushua, right? How the hell are we not going to have his name? When the scriptures say that we're ambassadors unto Yahushua. We're supposed to represent Yahushua. So we got to have the name. I will declare thy name unto my brethren, which is what we've been doing and we're still doing. In the midst of the congregation will I praise thee. Now how the hell are you going to praise the Most High and the Son if you don't have the name?
Oh, well, you can call him Christ.
Yeah.
Call him Christ.
Or you'll play yogurt.
Yep.
Like that.
Or Allah.
Yeah, like that big clown, that buggy-eyed clown. That's one of Nate's zombies. But that's the scripture, Psalm 22 and 22. And by the way, the Apostle Paul recanted that scripture in the book of Hebrews, showing you how important the name is. You got a precept?
Romans, I'm going to start at Romans 14 and 23, but I'm going to read the first couple of verses in the 15th chapter, right? And this is like we're talking about these guys, the reason that they stopped teaching and stopped doing what they were supposed to do, the reason that they were hiding the word from their neighbors, because they lacked faith and they didn't really believe, right? Romans 14 and 23, I'm going to read 23. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin. See, because you guys didn't have faith, that's why y'all fell off. That's why Johanna left for 10 years or whatever, took a 10-year hiatus. All right, that's why Nate, you took a couple of year hiatus. Yeshaya, like the Apostle Tahar said, he took a permanent hiatus because he's back. He ain't back. He ain't back because he ain't doing the work. He ain't got no camp. He ain't going out there. But back when he had the knowledge to some degree, he was whole because them guys stopped teaching. They gave up. All kind of people, man. A Tazaban, where's a Tazaban, man? And you guys from the house HODC, you dudes took a break. You disappeared for years, man. then you guys are just recently
You guys
making your
always
comeback.
taking breaks, man.
Breaks. And you guys are having birthday parties and weddings and all this other shit.
Bar mitzvahs.
Yeah, bar mitzvahs, bad mitzvahs. All right? Romans 15:1. We then that are strong are to bear the infirmities of the weak. And how do we do that? Because the people that's not in the knowledge that's out there, that's not of the elect that haven't been woken up yet, they're weak because they're still not. They still haven't been woken up to the knowledge.